During the beginning of my self-improvement journey, I had the most motivation I've ever had in a very long time. And when that motivation ran out, I still did what was required because it would always pop up in my mind. I have to do it for X. I have to do it for Y. I have to do it so I can achieve this. I have to do it so I can achieve that. And at the time, the X and the Y was for my wife. And I remember this clearly. I have an Amazon Alexa, and I had it in my room. And every time I'd wake up, I have a custom message. It would be like, remember your wife, remember your kids, stuff like that. And at that time, that got me to every single thing I needed to do. I finished it all, and I did better. I didn't do my best. I did what was required. That's a quote from Alex Hormozy. And sometimes what's required is more than your best. So that during those times, I felt a sort of completeness because I had a purpose. And it wasn't until that it started to fade away. And I didn't know what my purpose was because the drive to do it for her was not there. Of course, I still wanted the best thing for her and whatnot, but I just couldn't do it for her. I had to do something and have her with me. In a sense, she was the second priority. She had to be the second. I needed something bigger than life itself to chase after, because that's what I love, the hunt, not the kill. And so I thought about it, and I couldn't find an answer. And then it came with me questioning life. What's the point of life? And that's where nihilism came in for a little bit. I didn't know what was the point. And I thought I had my purpose, but I didn't realize at the time that my purpose was other people's purpose. I wanted my purpose to be somebody else's purpose. And so when I chased that, I didn't feel the fullness that I did when I was chasing my wife. Because I wanted to do things for my wife way before I was on self-improvement. My purpose wasn't quote-unquote contaminated by other people. Because I wasn't listening to self-improvement YouTubers and stuff like that. That didn't fill me up. And I eventually got out the nihilistic stage by taking a break from everything. And through that, I thought I had my purpose. I thought it was to be the CEO, entrepreneur, millionaire lifestyle. That wasn't my purpose. I listened to a YouTuber. It was like something about tribal stuff. Essentially where he's talking about we will buy land, you live really primitive, not fully, like villages, stuff like that. That sounded cool in my head. And I thought, that must be my purpose. Chase after it wasn't my purpose. And then there's another YouTuber who's creating a streaming platform. I know who he is. And the thought of that sounded cool. And I was like, okay, I want to do something related to that. I try it, I hate it. And it isn't until then, and then being yesterday, that I realized in order to find my purpose, I have to be alone. And I hate being alone. It's something I do not like, because from that stirs loneliness, fear loneliness, despite me making a video on why it's good. I still fear it, because it's a feeling that once I'm in it, I feel like there's no escape. And that's scary. It isn't until yesterday that I thought of these purposes that I thought I wanted, and I envisioned them. And through each of these visions, there was something in common with every single one. And that was that when I envisioned my quote unquote self, I wasn't envisioning myself. I was envisioning the people who I got it from. When I envisioned the village stuff, I envisioned the YouTuber that was there. When I envisioned the streaming platform, I envisioned the YouTuber. When I envisioned the CEO lifestyle, I I envisioned Harvey Specter from Suits. He kind of lives the lifestyle that I was talking about. That's where I got it from. It was never me in the picture. And even when I envisioned my future wife, the man who was with her was not me. It was some fictional character that I made up. It wasn't me. And so it had me pondering and questioning and doubting, honestly, everything. Because what if what I want isn't what I want? What if what I do want is something that I'm avoiding on purpose because it isn't what other people want? And I don't have the answer to my purpose, but this is some of the questions I've been asking myself. And so when I think back, especially when I was young, because I think the younger you are, the less contaminated you are. And though I am relatively young, I won't disclose my age, I've been contaminated a lot because I consume a lot of content, more than the average person my age, because I'm always learning things. And so, when I think back to when I was really young, child, very young, maybe even late toddler, the things that made me happy, I don't know, honestly. Can't necessarily think. I do know that I pretended to be YouTube. Whenever I played games, I'd be like, hey guys, what's up? Whatever. New Minecraft episode. But truth be told, I can't think of the things that made me happy in the past. Because I think before I was able to really form strong connections with them, the things that were supposed to make me happy, parents, they already broke. And so I wasn't able to form the right connection, things that I love. Though that might seem tragic, don't feel remorse for me or pity. I'm not asking for guidance. I have to find now what makes me happy in a world where everything is supposed to make me happy. In a world where everything gives you the same pleasure as the things that make you truly happy, it is difficult. And so, it really comes down to pushing aside everything and taking up that loneliness, although I am scared of it. I think that's what I need to do, because each day that I delay or stagnate, the day I become lonely, those are days where I feel incomplete and don't want to do anything. As I'm young, I have the advantage to do it now, discover my purpose now, or as Hamza says, purpose layer. I don't know what's purpose. I don't know if it's a purpose layer. I don't know if it's one purpose. Who knows? But one of the traits I value in each of our first men, he's the one with the streaming platform. Years before he even started it, he's been saying, I'm going to make a streaming platform. To me, that sounds amazing. To know what you want, to say what you want, and to keep on pursuing what you want. And not fluctuate. Because of course, there's going to be days you don't know what to do with required, but as long as you know what you want, that's all that really matters in the end. From then, you can keep taking steps. So there is no main message in this video. It was a journal to say, I don't know my why, and I'm going to try my best to find it. And this is how I'm going to do it. Become the antidote to chaos. Choose.